We were so concerned about him that we thought we'll do a feature on retirement houses and the pitfalls.
So you've actually been looking into what his future might be.
I have. I care very deeply about Ken Barlow and his future. Actually, I do seriously care about the Ken Barlows of this world, because this is an increasingly popular proposition. People moving into some kind of retirement or care-assisted living when they get to a certain age.
And what is the difference between that, say, and sort of a nursing home?
OK, so a nursing home is more that you are paying for your stay, more of a hotel scenario. You're paying for your stay while you were there. When you leave, you leave, and it comes with a higher dependency and a higher level of care, and people with higher medical needs would be more likely to move into a nursing home. Ken obviously doesn't have those medical needs, and I don't think he'd be seen dead, you know, sort of in amongst people who need more. He wants to very much be out and about.
An independent life. Yeah.
Then we move through the stage of a retirement flat, where you might have a flat in a warden governed building, governed being the wrong word, but there's a warden there, there's communal areas perhaps, and you've got a flat in there, so there's care as you need it for emergencies, etc., etc. Now, what I understand Ken has bought into, Still Waters' gated community, think of a sort of dry dock cruise ship. He's got all the facilities, he's got different levels of cabins. Some people move into houses, everyone's sort of downsizing, you might get a flat. You've got loads of facilities, you've got not just lounges, but as you say, cocktail bars, events, you've got libraries, lots and lots of organised things. But with all those facilities comes a price. Two pitfalls to look out for. When you buy one of these houses, a retirement home, it's going to be leasehold. Now, many of us will, when we buy a house, will buy a freehold. Most houses are freehold, many flats are leasehold. There's a big change coming about with leasehold properties at the moment, but with a leasehold property come lots and lots of charges. Ground rent, service charges, maintenance charges, leasehold renewal fees, lots and lots of fees that people don't think are going to come up and hit them. Service charge of £4,000 a year for all these lovely facilities that he's got. And then when you come to resell, I mean, I don't know, is Ken going to change his mind? Is he going to come back to the street?
That's the question. Is he going to be happy in his new life, or did he always want Coronation Street?
Because there's a lot of people out there who've bought into one of these properties, then want to sell,
and what
or their
happens then?
children want to sell. Well, you've got to sell it to somebody of the right age. Some of them, the age limit's 55 or 60. You've got to sell it to somebody that age. You're not allowed to let it. The management company have to sell it. You have to pay the management company a percentage when you sell it. Could be 12%, could be 30%. And retirement properties do not hold their value like the market around them. So, you know, it's like an old car, it's sort of going down in value. So lots and lots of pitfalls, but there is a lot of advice out there from people like Age UK and Which. They have a lot of advice. But I would say to Ken, if you haven't done your homework, I don't know why I'm pointing my finger at you, but you
might tell him.
You're responsible for all of them on the street. If he hasn't done his homework, there are lots of red flags to be waved, you know.
Those hidden charges.
Absolutely.